Hello, I'm David, and the Director of Architectural Design Ltd, which I formed in 1999 after 14 years in a design office. What you're about to see is a brief overview of how to save thousands in the group housing market by using their skill sets to your advantage. There are currently two types of people looking to build in this current market. One is your first home buyer, and the other is a seasoned home buyer. Now, your first home buyer is typically a young couple looking to get onto the property ladder. They don't understand how the building industry works. However, their strength is that they generally have pre-approved finance. The seasoned home buyer is typically someone like a developer, and their strength is understanding how the building industry works and how to extract the best value for them. Well, we're not going to talk about the seasoned home buyer. We're going to talk about the first home buyer. So the general trend for first home buyers is to approach a housing company. Now, the thinking behind that is they don't have to pay for any designs and they get a free price to build their home. And if they don't like the experience of this housing company, they'll try another housing company, thinking that this is how you extract the best value from the building industry. And I'll show you why this isn't true and that there is a better way to do this. So how does this all work? The housing company will either have an in-house designer or they'll employ a designer to work for them. Now, there are three types of license in design: a D1, a D2 and a D3. Ensure that your designer has a D2 license for you to get the most value in design for this type of project. You should be able to check by simply asking for the designer's name and jumping on the website, licensed building practitioners, looking up the designer and checking out for their design license. Anyhow, the housing company and designer will work with you to come up with a design concept that eventually you'll be happy with. Now, once you're done that, the housing company will then price that concept, and the idea is it will turn into a build contract between the housing company and yourself. It all sounds good, doesn't it? But let's look into this in more detail. The housing company's given you a design that you're happy with, and they've even given you a price. But what happens if you don't like the price? Or if you're not sure you've achieved the best value? Well, if you haven't paid for the design fees, you don't own the copyright, so you can't take the design for comparative pricing to other housing companies. So what happens next is that you'll try the whole process all over again. And if you don't like that, you'll go to another housing company and do the whole process again. Now, this does not create an environment for comparative pricing, but there is a way. Now, I am suggesting an alternative process that we apply through our office, where we will work with your brief and budget to develop a design that you will own. And through our processes, we